Hi guys, and welcome back to another draft on my channel. So, I'm sure you're wondering from the title what the hell I'm on about, but wait till you see throughout the video what Mark Sanchez is capable of in Madden, and you'll end up seeing he's actually one of the best quarterbacks in the game. So, I'll start off with the draft here. I'm not going to take that Chase Daniels card because it's absolute trash. I mean, if you look at them stats, for an 89 rated, they are pretty terrible. So I'm just going to go with the right tackle there, since there wasn't any other clear options. I'm just going to build up the line because I think it helps quite a lot during the game. Here we've got Tekin or Jimmy Graham. Both good picks. Just going to go with Jimmy Graham because I like having a good tight end in there. And Jimmy Graham fits the bill perfectly for a good Madden tight end. Onto the gold round now as well. None of these are phenomenal cards, but since it comes to that, I'm going to pick the lineman again and just secure the lineup so I can get a good run game going if nothing else is working out. Tempted to go with Flowers there, but he's a little bit short for me, so I'm just going to go with the D lineman as well. Just building up a good core of the team. And when you get Eric Berry, you don't turn him down. I mean, he plays so well. Any of his cards play so well, so I'm definitely going to take him. And we get a really nice signature round here as well. Navarro Bowman, get a good middle linebacker in there, so that locks up the middle of the field a little bit. But hopefully he'll help us throughout the games as well. And here, got a few good picks. Terrell Suggs or Parker. I've already got Eric Berry, so I don't need Cam. But I'm just going to go with Parker there. Give us a good option at the receiver slot. And already got middle linebacker, as you know. Malik Jackson or Brock Osweiler. As you know from the title of the video, I don't go with Brock. I go with Malik Jackson, and he plays unbelievably well in all of his cards. Play so well in the game. And here we get another really high rated round. I'm going to go with Landry there, just so that locks up the deep ball pretty much. We got him and we got Eric Berry, so we shouldn't be getting bombed on in any of the games. Here, already got a tight end in Jimmy Graham, otherwise I would go with Kobe Fleener. So I'm going to go with Tyler Lockett, just because of how quick he is. I mean, for a 92 rated card, he performs insanely well. These cards here, this isn't the best round, unfortunately, but we're getting to the GOAT rounds, and as you can see, there he is in the middle, the best quarterback in the game, Marcus Sanchez. So, no one rates him, and for good reason. I'm sure everyone has seen the highlight of him trying to rush forward in a game, and he just runs straight into the back of his lineman. But we're going to give him a chance in this draft, and hopefully he won't let us down. Usually would go with Barry Church in this selection, but already got a free safety, so we're getting a lot of duplicate picks this draft, as you can see. But we got a good receiver core for Mark Sanchez to throw to. And you may look at his stats and think he isn't the best, but wait till you see throughout the game and you'll see exactly what he can do. And we managed to get Walter Payton in there just to solidify the team that little bit more. Now we have a good running game, we have the best quarterback in the game, and we have a good receiver core. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video up to this point. If you have, smash a like on the like button. As per usual, let's try and get over 15 likes. Comment down below on who you think is the GOAT. Obviously I don't actually think Marcus Sanchez is the GOAT, but just for the sake of the video, he is unbelievably good in this draft for me. And also subscribe if you are new. But first two games we went into, the guys quit out really early on, just out of the fear of playing Mark Sanchez. But this guy managed to stay for a little bit longer. As you can see, we're going to start on defence. Going to wait to unleash the weapon that is Marcus Sanchez for a little while. And he's going to do a nice little throw there, do a little jump. When someone jumps like that, sometimes if you get a good hit stick, they tend to, I think the chances of fumbling it are higher. I mean, that might not be right. It just seems to happen a lot more for me when they jump like that. The chances of them fumbling are a lot higher. But he's got Dickerson here, who is a phenomenal running back. I mean, him and Walter Payton for me are two of the best. Although Walter Payton doesn't have that 99 rated card that Dickerson has, he just performs so well for me. And we got 4th in inches here. And I don't know why this guy didn't QB sneak it, but as you can see, we play the run there. Luckily for us, after he bounced off, which was ridiculous anyway, we still managed to get the stop. And here, Marcus Sanchez, just going to go with a deep ball. Perfect throw there from Sanchez. I mean, 3rd and 21. Quarterback needs to step up, and luckily for us, Sanchez did. But I'm just going to abuse Water Payton where I can. Try and get a good running game going so he doesn't continuously go everyone coverage, and we can sort of get a few nice big passes in with Sanchez to get some scores on the board. And as you can see here, Tyler Lockett wide open, trying to get a bit sticky in there, and we managed to get down to the 6-yard line. Going to take that. I mean, this is the first drive I actually managed to have with the team, and it's the 3rd game of the draft, so I was trying to get more highlights in, but first drive for us, we fullback dive in. All we're going to do is just slam it into the end zone, and this guy, he kept putting only 3 linemen out and didn't ever blitz anyone, so I was just getting the run game going most of the game, to be honest. Otherwise I would show a lot more big pass plays. When they only have 3 linemen and they don't blitz anyone, you got to just abuse that and just run at the middle a lot of the time, because there was nothing you could do about it. We get a nice sack there. Teams perform pretty well, to be honest. I mean, standout players, Tyler Lockett definitely, Navarro Bowman as well. Really cheap card actually, and he appears a lot for me in draft, and I always tend to just pass him up. But I think after these games, I'm definitely going to give him a go more often. And this guy here, I knew he was going to go to the same route, so I locked it up, and unfortunately we didn't get a pick. I think that could have potentially been a pick, but he didn't get any yards, so I can't complain on that one. And we nearly get a sack there. We throw it to him. He makes a ridiculous catch after getting hit from behind. He's got 1 second left, so he has to score on this play. So obviously I just sent everyone in deep coverage. As you can see, we got everyone back at this point. Just don't want him to get into the end zone. And to be fair to him, he really nearly does, but I'm not sure who made the play there, but someone just rips the ball out of his receiver's hands. Pretty lucky for us. But we're on offense now. We got the main man, Mark Sanchez, with another perfect pass. I mean, jokingly saying he wasn't that great. I mean, jokingly saying he's the GOAT or whatever. But he actually did play really well. As you can see, he hasn't done one bad pass, and I haven't especially left out highlights of him doing bad passes. He just didn't do any. But we get a nice touchdown there from Tyler Lockett again. Definitely the MVP for me, besides Marcus Sanchez. But going on to defence here. Also, I know his name's not actually Marcus Sanchez, it's Mark Sanchez. I just think it sounds funny saying Marcus Sanchez. But nice pick there. Try and go to the outside, but we can't bounce off the tackle. And at this point, he's down 2 scores, coming up to the end of the 3rd. He knows he's not going to get back into the game. So he actually ends up quitting out, and we get through to the Super Bowl in the draft with Mark Sanchez leading us to glory. Who knows? Maybe he might do it next year with the Broncos. Who knows? But moving into the Super Bowl here, coming up against a guy who he had a really good team. This guy, he had, I think he had golden ticket Cam, from what I remember. This guy, but he's going to put 5 receivers out. I'm just going to put everyone deep, because if they put 5 receivers out, they're going to go for a big play, especially if they need 15 yards from the play. So I'm just going to lurk over the middle. As you can see, we got one route definitely locked up, and he throws it into somewhat triple coverage. Could have come down with a catch there if he picked the right catch, but he doesn't. I'm locking up the easy dump off route, and he's just going to get a turnover within his first possession, nice and easy for us. So I'm just going to try and run it in with Water Payton early on, make this guy think that I'm all about the run game, so we can get a nice few big plays in with Sanchez, Lockett, and all the other guys that are on offense. But left hand side, as you can see, we got the fullback to block that one guy. He's probably going to run in to try and play to the run anyway. He does, and Water Payton wide open there. Flipping the play definitely worked. Getting Water Payton a touchdown after only 2 plays. Can't complain about that, and he probably thinks we're all about the run now, so he might gamble on that. We can get a few nice big plays in. But he's going to come out here and manage to thread the needle, run all the way into the end zone, and I get kick returned on, which really frustrating. I mean, everyone hates getting kick returned on, but when it goes on a YouTube video, it's especially bad. But all I'm going to do here, I'm going to try and get a big play in. I know Marcus's throw deep isn't that phenomenal, but can you fault that? Because I definitely can't. That was the perfect throw. Tyler Lockett takes it on the run, and one play later, we're back in the end zone. So those 2 touchdowns cancel each other out. Luckily for me, I wanted to get a score early on the board, put this guy back on his heels, and we managed to do that. So it's 14-7. He started with the ball, so as per usual, I get ball at half, and I'm in the driver's seat at this point. I know I need to get a defensive stop. He hasn't looked like he's going to score. I mean, he scored from a kick return, but his offense was pretty terrible. I mean, he had a lot of good players, but he just wasn't making the right reads, or he was gambling too much. As you can see, he's always going for just that one big play. And that comes off for a lot of people. All they need is just that one big play every now and again. But this guy didn't have that. As you can see, he throws it wide. He throws it into the middle of nowhere pretty much. There was no one within 10 yards of that throw. I'm going to settle for a field goal. Just get up that extra possession and go from there. Because I know this guy, he could potentially get a lucky score on offense or something, which he did before. And I didn't want to risk losing the game on something like that. So I'll take the points. He makes a nice little play action pass there. As you can see, he wasn't a bad player. He was just going for the big plays all the time, which didn't work out for him. We send a nice blitz in there. I think I sent about 8 people to his 7 blocking. So one of them was going to get in. They got in nice and quick, and he's going to go for the big play again. As you can see, I'm locking that down. He throws it into double coverage. Luckily, we managed to rip the ball out of his hands, something that should happen a lot in Madden 17. And if you haven't seen my video on that I uploaded earlier today, definitely go and check it out, because it's a lot of things you need to know for Madden 17. But once again, Tyler Lockett's got the step on his guy. Why not abuse it? The Tyler Lockett, Mark Sanchez combo coming up big in this game. I'm honestly thinking of picking up Sanchez for my other series, but let me know down below what you think of that as well. If you'd like to see a bit of Mark Sanchez in this series, because I know he never gets any game time for anyone because his cards aren't great. But he was doing better than Cam in this game, doing better than my opponent's Cam. Throw it over the middle there to absolutely no one, and I'm going to try and get another running touchdown. As you can see, we're up by a lot of points now. I'm just going to try and mix things up a little bit. I don't want to go with the same play for the touchdown. I know it'll work every time, but no need for that. One guy open here. We just need to spin in, get those few extra yards, and slowly try and work our way into the end zone. We'll get Walter Payton a nice little touchdown with a few little stick moves in there, a few little jukes. As you can see, we juked that one guy there, and we're going to sprint to the outside. And Walter Payton's card is incredible. I'm really hoping I can pick him up for one of my other series or something like that. But coming into the second half, we're 31-7 up. I know certain plays are going to work against this guy. As you can see, I'm going to send Tyler Lockett deep if I have nothing else on. But I didn't want to go with it all the time, so I'm just going to go over the middle there. Try and run it every now and again, mix things up. I mean, if I'm playing by myself or not recording for a video, I definitely would just keep going to Tyler Lockett in this game. As you can see, nice little stick moves from Walter Payton there. Nice, easy touchdown, running it into the end zone. Game over at this point. My opponent knew that and decided he had enough, and he was out of there. So Mark Sanchez, as you can see, 100% pass completion, nearly 200 passing yards in only one half. But I don't think you can't grumble at those stats whatsoever. And we ended up winning the Super Bowl with Mark Sanchez. So definitely drop a like on the video for that. I'm just showing the confirmation that we actually ended up winning the whole thing with him. Really proud we managed to win it with Mark Sanchez. I know his card actually is pretty good. It's a lot better than it should be, which a lot of people weren't happy about. I mean, Mark Sanchez shouldn't have a 90+ rated card because he's just not that good. But it's always fun to use someone like that. If you guys have enjoyed the video, hopefully you'll subscribe for more. Comment down below on who you think is the GOAT, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video.